Hey everybody, this is Aja Dorsey Jackson, author, editor, and ghostwriter. And today I want to talk to you about why you should create a style guide for your self published book. So, what is a style guide first? So, a style guide is a guide or a manual that creates a set of standards or rules for the writing, formatting, and design of a document, in this case, your book. So your editor will or should use a certain style guide or style manual when editing your book. For example, a lot of books use what's called the Chicago Manual of Style. I'm going to do a video down the line that goes more into these types of style manuals, but today that's not what I'm focused on. Today I want to focus on you creating a guide or a manual for your own work for you and your editors to use. So why is this important? It's important because it establishes rules from the outset so that you and your editor can stay consistent. Again, your editor will be using a style manual to guide them when they're editing your book. But the things that you want to put in your specific guide are things that fall outside of what would be present in that manual. So these will be things that will be unique to you in your project. So these can be things like grammar usage. For example, I've edited a lot of school and organization publications where they might want to capitalize words like alumni or faculty or trustee that wouldn't normally be capitalized in any type of style manual, but they want to give weight to those titles, so they want to capitalize them. So that's something you would want to put in your style guide. I've edited publications where the primary goal was to fit the text within a certain page count. That was the utmost importance. So we abbreviated things like states or used numerical numbers where if we were following by a style manual, we wouldn't have done this. So just think about whether you have anything like this. And if you don't think about it before the writing phase, determine it before the editing phase so your editor has guidance. It'll save you some time of having to keep circling back to you about it, and you having to make decisions about these things down the line. Another example is how you refer to certain things for branding purposes. For example, if everyone calls your restaurant Joe's and you always wanted to be called by its real name, which is Joe's Burgers of Baltimore in the text, you need to set that standard and document it because when you're writing, sometimes you may go back and forth without thinking about it. So that'll help your editor. Your business may already have a branding guide, so keeping it consistent with that will also help you to save some time. In a style guide, you'll want to keep track of factual information for consistency. This can be really important for fiction writers. You'll want to put down your characters' full names with spellings and ages, even things like where they come from, because you would be surprised how often people start off spelling a character's name a certain way and then forget and start spelling it differently later down the line. Or they're writing books in a series and somebody has a certain last name in book one that they only use once, and then in book three they forget and suddenly they're calling them something else. So it saves time of you having to go back and do research if you have this information documented from the start. This happens in nonfiction too. Sometimes people are using certain numbers or percentages or names, different things that are factual information, but after you're writing, maybe you're fatigued or you've been working on this project for a long time, you will forget. It happens a lot more than you would think it does. So just taking some time up front to document some of these things, you can always refer back to that guide as you go along. Again, it will save you and your editor a lot of time. So for more information on this topic, please visit my website at ajadorseyjackson.com, and I will talk to you soon.